What are some of the items that you can or should negotiate when buying a house? The price. The easiest and most common thing to negotiate is the price. Even if you want certain things repaired and the seller actually agrees, you'll often only get a concession on price versus the seller actually repairing something before closing. Remember, there's a price for everything. Closing costs. This is more common when it comes to new developments where the sponsor customarily expects the buyer to pay the seller's transfer taxes and attorney's fees. As a buyer, you can always negotiate these rather large closing costs and submit an offer with you not paying for any of the sponsor's closing costs. Fixtures and furnishings. Typically, whatever is firmly attached to the house comes with the house. An illustrative example is if you imagine that the roof of the home has been sliced open and a giant flips the house upside down. Whatever doesn't fall out, such as cabinets and ceiling fixtures, will come with the home when purchased. Window shades and blinds. Are window blinds, shades, drapes, or curtains typically included in a sale? This is a rather gray area, as while they're technically attached to the home, they could also easily be removed. Make sure to specify whether these will be included with your purchase. Furniture. It's tempting to ask for the seller's furniture, especially if they've had an interior designer really help shape the space. However, furniture is not ordinarily included with a home sale, and you'll need to negotiate for them if you want them. Closing date. If you're flexible on when you need to move, you may present yourself as a more attractive bidder, and the seller may even be willing to take a slight concession on price because of your flexibility. This is especially relevant if the seller has already purchased a new home and has a specific timeline on how and when they'll move. Repairs. Even though properties are typically sold in an as-is condition in many states such as New York, you can still negotiate and ask for repairs to be made. For example, are there scratches on the floor? Or are some of the cabinets in bad shape? You can ask for the seller to repair them before closing. The seller might refuse, in which case you don't have to sign the contract. However, this tactic might result in the seller agreeing to a price concession in lieu of making physical repairs. CEMA. A CEMA stands for a Purchase Consolidation Extension Modification Agreement and can help both the buyer and the seller save on closing costs. A purchase CEMA is basically an assignment of the seller's remaining mortgage to the buyer. Doing so helps the buyer save on the mortgage recording tax and the seller save on New York State transfer tax. Remember that all of these items can be settled by adjusting the price, and often are, because adjusting the price is just so much easier. Learn more about how you can save $20,000 or more on your home purchase with a How's It Buyer closing credit at www.howsit.com.